Hey all, and welcome back to the HellfireComms playthrough of the wonderful 101 Remastered. Prince Vulcan, our now inexplicable ally, has been essentially hit with a virus. Now, the smart thing to do, given how much grief he's given us, would be to just leave him to his own devices, really. But we're heroes, so we're going to do the logical thing of shrinking down to microscopic size, go inside him and purge the virus.
Of course, I mean, why would you not? I mean, it's a superhero game. Like, this is perfectly logical.
Yeah.
Also, it's a Kamiya game, and it's not the first time he's done this.
When was the first time? I honestly can't recall.
Whether it was the first time or not, but the one that distinctly sticks in my mind is in Okami, because you go inside the Emperor's body to expel Blight.
Yes, I remember us recording that episode now.
The other thing that is important to note is obviously that Luca has gone to the dark side, giving Gimme everything he needs to destroy the shield, and there's an emergency going on everywhere. So, effectively, this is just saving Vulcan as a diversion whilst we travel to try and chase down Gimme's ship so that we can try and stop him before everything goes to absolute shit.
Chapter 7 is actually kind of unique in that there's only 2 missions here. Typically you have mission 1, mission 2, and then a boss, but here it's just mission, boss.
And I don't know why they decided to do this for this. I mean, I think it's because they only had so many ideas and thought, well, we'll just do this because it makes sense, also because we are heading into the end of the game, and it makes sense to just have what sort of amounts to a breather chapter before everything goes absolutely bonkers. Also, to be fair, chapters 4 through 6 were all quite long.
Yeah, they were.
So I think it sort of creates that sort of nice roller coaster vibe of you get a little bit of a chill time to regroup, have a bit of fun, and then get serious time for the last 2 operations of the game.
Fun. That's a interesting way of describing this one, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
I'm guessing you didn't have quite so much fun during the course of this operation.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Oh dear. Well, it's fine. I think as an idea for a level, it is a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the idea of going inside someone is always... Maybe we should rephrase that. Going inside a person's body to sort of look at like the blood vessels and guts and all of that from the inside is always quite fascinating. It's why there's obviously so many medical documentaries that just show you all about surgery, because the human body, I mean, obviously Vulcan's not human, but bodies are fascinating things.
They are, and what's also fascinating is White talking. Now, if Black manages to say a word here, I think we will have a true case to show the Guinness World Records.
I know, to be fair, most of what Black says is like... That's about the extent of Black's talking, but you are right. And it's interesting that, effectively, as you gain wonderful ones, they pretty much decrease in the amount of lines that they are given in later chapters.
Yeah. I thought the Wonder Toilet guy was random based on the guys you have collected, but no, it seems he was important, extremely important for this cutscene.
Well, of course, I mean, he is, I believe, one of the first 20 wonderful ones that are part of the team. I mean, I believe the way that actually the ordering works is effectively, as they join, is where they sort of sit in the order. Yeah, we only get 10 at the start of this mission, so you're going to have to hope that we can build that up quickly, because otherwise this is going to be a really difficult operation.
Oh look, things we can recruit. It would be great if the game had properly tutorialized this.
It does do it right at the start of the game, but it obviously has been a while since massively needed to. I mean, you do need to do it in the start of 006B when you're playing as Nelson, but obviously you're using the controllers to do a mass join,
Yes.
rather than having to use your underliner.
I will say this, the fact that the little guys take so long to explode, essentially when they start glowing purple, you send out the Wonderliner, and that recruits them. That is your cue to do it. But you see, me who plays games not as much as I used to, I'm going to forget things from session to session. Now, that's not the game's fault, but, you know, it's also not my fault if I forget that.
Totally get that, and I can understand why there is the potential for that. I mean, you still don't get a massive number as you sort of start this off. There is something that is going to happen later on in this chapter which will give you a reasonable number of party members, but obviously that doesn't help you for this initial section.
And also, it's not a deal breaker if you don't manage to recruit any guys here. It's going to be a little bit more tedious, but that's all it's going to be. It's not going to be like a death-defying challenge or anything.
No. So, was it this bit that was the frustrating bit, or was it a little some that comes a little bit later?
It comes after we get that addition you mentioned, I think.
Fair, no. And I get that, but also, you're probably gonna hate me when you see how easy it can be.
I may have just skipped ahead in the footage before we started recording and saw a little something.
I mean, I will say that there is some awkwardness that will come, but that's purely because there is a bottle cap that you can get in this operation that is very specific to the thing that we are alluding to. First off, we've still just got some just regular enemy defeating to do, and I mean, I have to say, this must be exceptionally painful for Vulcan. Not only has he got a deadly nanovirus in his body that's going to kill him in the span of technically a few minutes, but we're more talking probably about an hour.
Yeah.
If it managed to actually pull things off. But so not only does he have that, he also has all of these Geth Jerk at nano size inside his body. Like, that has got to hurt.
I would assume they're like byproducts of the virus.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's probably what's also making it worse, is that it's spitting out these little blighters.
Now don't forget, you can use Wonder Pig whenever these things put their hooks up through the ground to pull them out and stun them. That's how I did it with less than 20 dudes.
But yeah, I'd say generally most of the fights in this particular operation aren't massively challenging. They're just pretty basic. And, there they are. The thing that we have been alluding to that we're going to have to face shortly is those drill item thingies.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be coming across them constantly throughout this mission and this operation, and yet they can hurt. But you will be given a method for taking them down. It's just that there is a little bit of a learning curve in that respect, but it's fine.
I feel like you are trying to downplay the situation here. Like, you don't need to solve my wounds.
I mean, yeah, I'm also just going, wasn't that painful? But yeah, so the bottle cap that you can get, I believe, is destroying, I think it's 20 of those drill bacteria. Which effectively just means once you've got the tool to be able to deal with them, running back. And also, how was that a bomb and not a whip? There we go, that's what I was after.
Nice.
Did not go in the direction I was expecting it to, but it's fine.
Nah. I think it was after this mission that I finally had enough to purchase hero time, by the way.
You've not been necessarily scoring tremendously well, and you've been sort of slowly but surely building stuff up. It sounds about right.
Okay, Richie. You're getting into almost passive-aggressive territory here.
Not intentional in the slightest. That sounded really passive-aggressive as well. It really is not intentional.
Oof.
Don't like getting my face slammed into by these blighters, but it's fine.
There you go.
We've taken off the shield, so now it's actually just generally going to be a bit more of a fun time. Apart from when that happens.
You get these guys desynced, you're gonna have a bad time. I think we've said enough about these tank fellas for one lifetime.
Very much so, but it's okay because we're nearly there.
Nicely done.
That sounds about right, considering what it ended up being there.
Ooh, a wonderful file.
Yeah, I mean, how you're meant to know that that's there, I do not know. How you're meant to know that that wonderful figure's there, I do not know.
I guess that is also a byproduct of the virus, unless Vulcan just likes eating merchandise.
Honestly, would not surprise me. But yes, so not only have we got the joy of hidden secrets in here, we have also got some Kakurega to deal with, and that's why, and optional missions, so that's why I am running backwards, and I believe I actually have to go all the way back to the start of the bloody area.
Come here, what is you smoking, baby?
Although I may have come back a little bit too soon. So, yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating trying to get these little secret things sometimes.
Are you intentionally running to these guys, Richie? I thought you were better than that.
I didn't say I was better, because these ones are purely a case of timing. Also, you know, not jumping off the edge like an idiot. But it's fine. Because we're going to get the things that we need very shortly, I believe. That was what I believe I needed to do in order to unlock the hidden secrets.
What was it? Getting those specific items or having a certain amount of battery power?
No, I think it was specifically jumping onto that platform.
Right, okay.
Yeah, these sort of, specific triggers. Bit frustrating when they are so very specific. Also, yeah, it's all the way back here, so I might have also just been stood on the wrong one, but thankfully there is only one Kakurega in here, so at least that's something.
Did he swallow a Kakurega?
Honestly, at this point, God only knows.
I'm just kind of like trying to make logical sense out of everything here, and you really shouldn't.
The way that you're intended to get through this particular secret mission somewhat easily is finding the hidden hammer spots, which I'm just doing a very bad job of, and then picking up all of those guys with that, and then you only have to take down this blighter.
See, this was the way we recruited them when we were playing as Nelson. That was fine.
It's just, yeah, that first mission where it's kind of just going, okay, you've got to do it the regular way. I will say, you are probably right that I would suspect that actually a lot of people will have forgotten that that is something that you could do, because obviously you've been picking up regular wonderful ones throughout the course of the game, and your need to recruit enemies has decreased and decreased and decreased to the point where right now you don't need to do it unless explicitly you need to. So, yeah, totally makes sense that you'd forget that it is an option.
I was so mad that I went online and said, is anyone else as mad as me? And there was indeed some people who were as mad as me.
And now we just have the slightly boring bit of going around and showing where all of the hammer spots are, because there is a bottle cap for hammering all of the hammer spots. I believe there is also one for hammering half of them.
There we go. Thank God for that treasure sensor.
Yeah, otherwise this would be a nightmare. So really, I was just getting very unlucky in that initial run around of this this area of just going, where the hell are these things? And I believe that is all of them. Okay, we're good. Let's keep moving onwards.
Oh man, I know Vulcan is important, but getting that bottle cap, oh boy.
No, it is tantamount to our mission as wonderful ones to find every hidden secret.
If you could see my face right now, Richard.
Hey, just be glad that I haven't put you through well, I haven't put you through any extras on this particular run, but the amount of extras that I did in my original Wonderful 101 run, because oh boy, there was a lot there.
I was there for Okami, okay?
You were indeed, and it was of a similar ilk of going through all the art, which obviously always awesome. Still better that I haven't got that art book yet. Come on, Yeti, come on, Platinum, get on with it.
Jesus.
I know, it's ridiculous. Went through all of the QuickTime event fail sequences, so I recorded all of those. I showed off all of the multiplayer missions / challenges as they can be, and then there's probably other stuff in there as well, but right now we're just inching forward, and we are hopefully going to get something that is going to help us destroy these drill bacteria, because they're really getting on my nerves now.
Yeah, maybe like a big gun or something.
Don't know whether a gun necessarily will do the job. I think there's probably something a little bit cooler as a weapon that we might be able to make use of.
Ooh. Yeah, take off his shin guard, because that's going to help here.
And hey, at least I'm actually getting him out of the ball this time, rather than watching him just slam into my face.
Really?
Although I did have a... That was, I think, the UFO tackling into me without me realising that it was on its way.
Yeah, I think the big guy is enough of a challenge, don't you think, Game?
Yeah, especially when you've got so few members of your team at this precise moment. It just, yeah, makes it just that little bit extra frustrating.
Okay, still haven't taken out the all-important chest piece yet.
Nope, but fingers crossed we should be able to do it on this run. There we go.
Huzzah! Get his ass!
Get everybody on him, and then get smacked in the face, because of course. But no, I just need to shift to hand now and just do this normally, because I'm just making life harder for myself.
Well, you're getting little nips here and there, but we need more than that. We need big old loving fists.
And we also need to get moving, because obviously Vulcan ain't going to stay alive forever.
It's kind of funny that there's like a distinct separation between gameplay and story here, because do you see a timer on screen right now?
It's very true. I mean, yeah, there will be a timer that kicks in, but it is not going to kick in for the duration of 007A.
It's just a little bit strange, that's all I'm saying.
And here we go, this is what I was waiting for. We get Chugi as part of the team.
Oh, it's cool.
It's so cool. Unify Naginata is how we are going to go and destroy all of those bacteria.
You bite off more than you can chew. Wonderful 100.
So do you have your own ability to shrink down?
No, I think he just sort of went to Professor Shirogane and was just like, you shrink us all down right now, we're going in to help.
Question, why couldn't we bring more in if these guys come in like 40 strong?
Stubbornness? I don't
You
know.
have no obligation to save Vorkin.
Then what Immortus said is true.
Oh,
Indeed, we were nothing more than slaves under Vorkin's rule. He took hostages from our home planets, and thus bent us to his will.
Slaves?
Vorkin traveled the known galaxy.
I do think that this is another really interesting wrinkle to Vorkin as a character, but also Chugi as a character, because it's that whole thing of he forced people to be slaves for him to try and enact his version of justice, and was awful about it.
How do your
But
homes fare?
as we will learn, he was actually, you know, being sort of looking after them and sort of in a way protecting them.
yeah.
And there's it's a just sort of really interesting moral grey ground that I think just makes them really interesting anti-heroes as they ultimately are.
Yeah, they're definitely not heroes. They've spilt too much blood for that to be the case.
And also obviously Chugi and the other members of the team fight with honour and have a real strong sense of honour, so the reason that they're back less about helping out Vulcan and more about helping out the wonderful 100 achieve their goals because they saved them.
That would require the nod of consent from Wonder Blue. Wonderful one extraordinaire.
Why not?
Sure, let's do it. I'm chill, I have a sword, you have a Naginata, they're kind of the same thing.
Blue takes it upon himself to ruin a perfect...
I love that Green just completely
You have our thanks.
bypass it, like fully expects Blue to just continue doing what he was previously doing, but it's like, no, Green, there has been some character development there. Blue's not just going to be a narc every time somebody tries to join.
Sakura Blue, can I have some as well? Maybe one where I'm not eaten in every scene?
Absolutely no.
Fish to fry.
Nailed.
Let's move.
Okay, so we have Unify Naginata, but before we continue, secrets, I presume.
Definitely secrets, and pretty sure that the main bit of that secret is effectively going back to the first place that we saw the bacteria, and slowly but surely Naginata-ing our way through absolutely everything and just destroying all of them. One, because we get bonuses for destroying them, so we get like the space eggplants, and if we get enough, that means that I can hopefully get another platinum card, which allows me to buy another really stupidly expensive thing. Ooh. Which is always helpful. But also, I want that bottle cap, because it's a really easy bottle cap to get, to be fair.
So, with Naginata, Can you hold it down?
So from what I recall, it not quite. You sort of have to tap it.
Okay.
This bit's a bit funky. You've got to be with claw to be able to cross this thing, but you have to use Naginata to destroy the blighters. So you need to use the, rather than using A to launch your Unite Morph, you need to use X. And that was not what I intended to do.
Yeah, it seems a little bit finicky.
It is more than a little bit finicky. I do believe that technically... So I got a really massive one here, and I was hoping I would be able to just fly for a little bit longer, but no. I believe technically there is enough to be able to get all of them later on in the mission, but this is the safest way of... I say safest as I've taken pretty much over half of my health bar in damage trying to do this.
Oh, jeez.
But this is the safest way of unlocking that bottle cap by the end of the mission. You can go through it all over again, and it'll save what you've tried to get, but it's just one way of doing it, and what I would recommend just as a safety net.
You're using the upgrade here that lets you use 2 Wonderful One moves at once, right?
Yes. And it basically, just means that then you can stay nice and safely clawed onto the wall whilst letting Chugi and everybody else just fall off. We will be moving on shortly, don't worry.
Oh my god.
I think at this point I was just like, I thought these ended, but annoyingly, I think these ones just are here constantly. So there is no end point for these ones. They just constantly respawn. So
well, it certainly feels like that for the rest of the level as well. Let me tell you.
It very much does, but I do believe that the majority of the later sections, they do stop spawning after a certain point. Yeah, this is the point I was just like, okay, that's probably enough by now. So, fingers crossed that there is no more backtracking for the rest of this level.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Please don't. The extra bonus is that the boss chapter is very, very, very short. So, while this particular operation part has been on the sort of longer side, obviously not as long as some of the other ones, will still be done with Operation 007 within an hour, so definitely take that.
Oh, time isn't the concern, mate. My patience is.
I just want to make you suffer a little bit, Tom.
I kind of got that from said earlier passive aggression, so don't worry. It's okay. People without witch time aren't expected to have witch time at this point because of low point scores.
Exactly.
Motherfucker. Okay, here's where I started to get a little bit annoyed because I understood the assignment. I knew that it wanted me to use Naginata, but transferring from platform to platform, harder than it might seem, because as you can see here, you are essentially humping the side of the platform, but you're not making any purchase, you're not moving forward.
Yeah, you sort of have to make sure that you've done a jump first to be able to spin over. You can see what I mean by they do have a stopping point.
A grace period.
At each of these sections. It is just that there are quite a lot of them that you have to get through in order to achieve that.
It felt like it was infinite at the time, so I will concede that maybe perception wasn't on my side.
Which is, it's totally fair, because you're kind of looking at it and just going, I'm sorry, what the hell, I've got to try and deflect how many things? And it's not like, you know, the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 with the laser shower, where it's just awesome and you're just mashing a button. Well, you are just mashing a button here, that there is actually movement that you need to be concerned about.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm mashing 2 buttons, thank you very much. I'm a big boy.
Fair enough. That's still one of the coolest sort of final bosses of video gaming ever.
Oh, absolutely. And then in Free Remind, they actually made that bit playable, I believe, in one of the bosses.
Yes, they did, didn't they?
And when I say playable, I don't mean just tapping a button. I mean you have full 3D movement.
I have no idea what was going on here. The whip just decided to not play ball.
I think you just not really having a good job with the depth perception here.
Yeah, I think it's also that it's waiting for the ding to appear, and it was not happy.
No, in a way we're all waiting for the ding to appear.
Talking about, you know, boss fights and final boss fights, since we're on that subject, I will say the final boss of the Wonderful 101 and that the whole final sequence is without a doubt one of, if not my favourite, of video gaming ever.
I know the QTE involved. I haven't actually seen the boss itself, so I'll be interested to play that for myself.
Yeah, it's a fun boss fight and has a great score. But the question that sort of I want to follow on from that is, what would you say are some of your favourite final bosses in video games?
Ooh, Doomsday Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Fair.
Obviously Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of this is going to be really boring because, you know, I play Babby games, Nintendo, and the Spyros and the Crashers and so on, but I think we've covered the waterfront in terms of the ones you and I would have played.
That is fair. Perfect Dark Gaia will always be in the top for me, even if gameplay-wise it's not necessarily as strong as it could have been.
No, and Flame hates that one. Oh my god. I was not expecting a bomb rush there.
Yeah, so if you use the sort of spin, so the Cyclone
Yes.
with bomb, you sort of, drop out 3 sets of bombs.
Oh, this was funny, because when I played this, I couldn't get bomb off. Like, I kept trying to use the bomb, like, Wonderliner formation, and it just wasn't happening. So, this fight took quite a while.
Understandable. I mean, it doesn't help that it is also a very small arena, and these guys can move very quickly and very sneakily, because I do believe that these guys have the ability to go temporarily invisible.
Oh, they can.
Great fun.
I think this is the most Johns I've ever been in a single playthrough of the Wonderful 101 ever.
Most Johns?
Yes, the most excuses, the most complaints.
Probably the case.
It's fighting game community terminology where you say, like, no Johns, no Johns.
Okay. I've clearly been out of the loop just a little bit too much. I've been spending too much time in the world of theatre.
Oh my god, so many jokes, so little time. Oh, we're moving so fast they can't even keep up.
I know. Nearly done.
Were you exploiting the combo thing here by just having your guys attack?
A little bit. It's a mixture of trying to keep the combo points going, but also obviously that is the way of stalling them in order to be able to sort of properly start up a combo. Multiple intentions behind it.
Because usually when I tried to get in with a thing and I hadn't bombed them, they would just knock all my guys off and I would lose the combo.
It is something that they do tend to do quite a bit. Here we have another instance of ball into the hole and go up super high!
Oh my god.
For another hero heart fragment.
Yeah, you ain't using the rocket to get there.
And you're not just sort of regularly flying up to this particular platform with that. You can't, I believe, use the UFOs either, so don't try that.
Alas.
But we are very, very, very close to the end of this mission now, because we're pretty much about to get sort of an escape sequence, but not really. More of a chase sequence, from what I recall.
Oh yeah. That one took me a little bit to figure out like exactly the distance I needed to be before I could do the whip, because Richie completely bypassed it, but that thing will disappear if you get too close.
Yes, there is that, and it is an odd one for them to just suddenly sort of bring in at this particular moment in time. But it's fine.
Very good, very good.
This is a really sneaky way of picking up all of the items that you need on those early platforms, and also turns out I did lie a little bit. There is a bit of backtracking for one more secret.
You're gonna make me enter my villain arc if you're not careful.
You'll forgive me, because I'm going to really, really style out the boss fight and do something really cool that's possible to do.
That's something you're gonna say in the middle of a rainstorm and I'm gonna be on my knees blooded and you'll just try to excuse all your evil machinations. You notice how I've stylized myself as the hero in this scenario?
But yeah, so Secret Mission 007, there's a Nyurk here. So just need to take him out.
I think we fight one of these things normally later, don't we?
I mean, we've faced quite a few of them normally, to be fair.
Well, I mean in this mission in particular.
You are probably right on that one, yeah. They just decided to throw in an extra one for chits and giggles.
Still reads as a Pikmin enemy to me.
Yeah. But that's no bad thing at all.
No, no sir. I cannot wait for Pikmin 5, whatever that is. If you do a sequel to Hey You Pikmin, I'm gonna redacted.
Totally understandable. I mean, I probably would too, to be fair. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for the eventual Pikmin 5, because they've just been banger after banger, really.
Absolutely. You could pick any from 1 to 4. You'd have a good time. Personally, I would say 4, 2, 3, 1.
I'd probably agree with that. There's part of me that's mentally going, I don't know whether I would switch 3 and 2 around, if only because I think that the caves can get a little bit repetitive in 2.
Oh yeah, they're divisive,
But I'd say that's the only difference. And it's not that Pikmin 1 is bad.
No, not at all.
Being at the bottom, it's literally just that you're just scaling the levels of excellence.
Exactly. And I mean, 4 basically contains 1 in its entirety.
It's the type of thing that happens a lot with video games generally, in the sense that, I mean, if you look at like the 3D Mario games, for the most part, they're all excellent, but you would probably end up saying nowadays that Super Mario 64 is probably technically the weakest of them, but that's only because it was innovating in the space.
Absolutely.
Same with, obviously, a lot of Zelda. The earlier ones... I will be really interested to see how the Ocarina of Time remake ends up landing. Obviously part of that will be what they do to it and how it actually ends up being as a remake, because we have multiple potential iterations of that. But it will be fascinating because obviously Ocarina of Time as a Zelda game is actually very simplistic in comparison to what we have had in all the years since. That is because it was the first to do so many of the things that are now completely standard.
It broke new ground.
And so it will be interesting to see whether people look at it and go, this still holds up, or whether they go, no, this bit does feel a little bit dated. And obviously they will make stuff that will make it work and it will be fun, but it will be fascinating to see how, sort of, I suppose, the general public reacts to it, rather than, you know, us mega nerds who will be obsessing over every single little change.
Well, I thought Link looked like a shrunken down man in the trailer, so I'm already off to a great start.
I mean, my suspicion on that one is that it will probably actually look okay, one, in the final race, because things can change, but also I think it might have just been a slightly iffy angle for the model, which is obviously not what you want to do when you're doing your first reveal of a title, because people will criticise literally everything at any opportunity.
It was just very funny that Nintendo completely blanked all the leaks in one. I was like, yeah, this is the first time it's being shown.
Yeah, but then that's kind of a standard Nintendo approach, to be fair.
Absolutely. Anyway, that fight's done.
Yes, that fight is indeed done, and we've got a little, another wonderful figure there. As soon as I get some more battery back, we've got another thing where there's a little bit of platform sticking up, which we can send our Wonderliner up to go and collect things.
No, we need more battery. More.
I did enjoy just hitting that bit, just going, I'm just going to slowly but surely slightly edge all the way up. I'm just very glad that it wasn't absolutely massive, because we could have had a very, very long ride there.
Nice. Vulcan, how many of these things did you swallow?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Jesus. This bit was fun.
Yeah, no, it's a nifty little idea. It's a nice way of, you know, getting some of the other abilities in there to make use of. And oh, look who it is.
Well, thankfully, I had the thing where you hold the button and thing get big, so thankfully not as hard this time. I cleared them out with nary a scratch, almost.
At this point, Magangs should be absolutely no real challenge to you, because you'll have the joy of being able to use multiple sort of methods of hammer. You'll have some decent guts maneuvering, and all the other stuff that will just make them so much simpler.
Come on, step on me. No, not that way.
It was very much a moment of going, don't think I have enough battery to happily do a hammer, so could you just do the easy thing for me that will allow me to topple you over, and then just allow me to more easily defeat you.
Nice. Kablonzo.
And then I'm just like, yes, let's massive multi-unite morph on him.
Goodbye.
And then another one. But it's fine, because these guys are, as you have seen, super simple to defeat, generally.
And very fun to fight as well.
Exactly. I really do love it when I've got max battery and I just see my health refilling all the way up to the top.
Jesus.
Oh, it's great.
Beautiful. You will get some nice scores in this one, Rich.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll come out with a pretty nice score in the end, actually.
There we go.
I would say that I would strongly recommend making some slightly bigger bombs to get through this, if only because it means that you'll theoretically be able to catch the platform you're on and the platform in front of you at the same time, so it should just give you a little bit of extra time to be able to make some jumps.
Oh, you cheeky bugger.
Hey! The game has given me the tools to be able to do this. I might as well make the most of it.
Hey, I'm not criticising you here. This is actually, I wish I'd thought of it.
Although, clearly that middle platform decided it was not going to play ball, so I was just like, okay. But still ended up, flopping over my face, but...
Quick! Oh.
It's fine, I was just going, I'm getting this bloody Geth Jerk file, whether the platform wants me to or not.
Dum-de-dum.
Your jump is a little bit floaty throughout this, which is always fun.
What the?
But yes, here's the little bit that I was sort of talking about. It's not really escape or a chase sequence now that I distinctly remember it, but Vulcan decides to turn over a little bit. And we have our last string of evil bacteria.
Vorkin must be tossing in his sleep. He's probably starting to feel the effects of the bioweapon.
You're right. Time is of the essence. Team, move out!
I just can't not see Wonder Toilet. My eyes are instinctively drawn to him.
And there we go. Impregnable.
I feel you could have chosen another name for that Wonder Bottle Cap, but whatever.
No, it is exactly what Wonder Pink would have wanted.
Vorky, you're pregnant? And the virus is the father?
Yeah, there would be somebody with that kind of fan fiction going on.
Here's the thing. I'm not going senile.
No, you're not.
Why do you sound surprised?
I don't. It was. I mean, that sounded. That was the sarcasm coming out when it didn't intend to again. Clearly, I'm just in a slightly spicy mood today, it seems. Don't judge me.
I will judge you. But I don't really have much to judge you on, because you are superior in most aspects.
No, nobody is superior to anybody else. That's not how these things work.
That is simply not true.
We are all people, and that's what matters.
That's a crab, though.
That is a crab. It's a giant enemy crab whose weak point we need to hit for massive damage.
I almost said that when we first encountered this enemy, but I think you were talking at the time.
Yeah, of course I was talking. It's the Wonderful 101. It's one of my favourite games of all time. You can't shut me up with this thing.
I know. Sometimes you cut me off from my negativity just to insert a little bit of positivity.
Well, of course. That's partially my job with these things.
It's a little bit boring if we both have the same opinion, but sometimes that's just how things roll. We both enjoy the same type of game.
Well, yeah, and I think, honestly, that's, well, as I'm sure many people will also say, difference is part of the spice of life. Because if we all liked the same things, it would be very, very, very boring.
Oh, he did his happy clap there.
He did! Although, maybe don't talk about crabs and clap in the same sentence. I'm not sure some people would be very happy.
No, that's fair. I failed a spot check on that one. I don't think I've ever had crab. I had a cold piece of lobster at Skegness once.
I don't think I've ever had crab either, and I don't intend to. I am not a seafood person, and I don't know. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do here. I think I was trying to get the weapon from him, because there is a bottle cap for holding every enemy weapon, and that's one of the ones that's always slightly rougher to get.
I see.
When he appears, he's so massive that you usually can't see the little circle that dictates what you need to use to unlock it.
Right.
We have gotten to the nano wonderful marks that Shirogane threw in here, and so next time, the boss.
Huzzah! Oh,
Splendid!
mwah, beautiful. Alright folks, next time we will sort out what ails Vorken in the wonderful 101 Remastered. Bye for now.